Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni has signed into law a bill criminalizing some internet activity despite concerns it could be used as a tool to silence criticism. The new legislation increases restrictions in a controversial 2011 law on the misuse of a computer. Earlier, I spoke to Allan Sempala Kigozi, head of legal services at Unwanted Witness, a digital rights group, and I began by asking him what the law entails.
It's a dark day. It's a dark moment for Ugandans. It's really unfortunate. The law really is superfluous. It wasn't needed. When Parliament definitely called for consultation, they invited us and we faced them. We gave them our opinion. Definitely, we disagreed with the law because the law in its current state stifles freedom of expression. This law, of course, they hid behind ensuring the right to privacy that is enjoyed without any hindrance. But we told them there is already a law that caters for the right to privacy. We have a Data Protection and Privacy Act, and you won't expect any justice for citizens, especially those that are allegedly prosecuted under that act. So the act, as it is right now, the amendment is a very unfortunate act, and it's actually a dark moment for Ugandans, especially us who really fight for the right of freedom of expression and free speech.
Do you think that President Museveni was also sending a message to his son, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, who 2 weeks ago used Twitter threatening to use military force to capture Nairobi in 2 weeks' time?
Certainly not. Certainly not. That act was passed for opposition. Whoever challenges President Museveni, that many government supporters have gone away with a high level of impunity. They've done many heinous acts that really, and they've gone untamed. The president's son definitely, when he misused Twitter and misused the foreign policy of Uganda, he was promoted to a full general. So certainly that's not an act of a president who wants to to regulate and pull his son to order.
Alan, as you said, nearly everybody uses social media, and in particular the mainstream media. What's the reaction of Ugandan journalists?
Definitely, Ugandan journalists are disappointed. What this regime does is that it is increasingly going to rule by law and increasingly enacting acts or laws that are repressive and restrictive. When they were passing a law called the Public Management Order Act against political parties, many of the journalists saw it as that for political parties only and politicians. They went ahead and passed the NGO Act, the Non-Government Organizations Act, a very restrictive and repressive act for the works of non-profit organizations. Now they've done the amendment of the Computer Misuse Act. It has come for journalists. So anyone who seems to fight for freedom of expression for Ugandans, or anyone who seems to advocate for any right in Uganda, or seems to push for a change in regime, they are going to bring those acts. So this might not be the last act they're going to do. They're going to bring. They will increasingly bring more acts to target any group they seem or they deem to be not in their support, or encouraging those who don't support them to use their platforms. So definitely, it's a very unfortunate. It's a very unfortunate act for journalists.